Me in a cotton field with the Twitch CEO with like a whip in his hand.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Y'all Bruce Drop 'Em Off fans got some explaining to do for that one. I'm not gonna lie, y'all got some explaining to do for that one. That's crazy.
Ain't never seen tears from a gangster, so why don't you want me to cry?
Why Cenat will never forgive Bruce Drop 'Em Off. We got video here by extras. I still don't know how to say your first part to your name. Somebody gotta let me know how to enunciate it. Let's go ahead and dive right in.
I don't want to be your friend no more. I don't want to do with you no more.
Oh.
I don't want to be associated with you no more.
Oh.
I don't give a what you got going on.
Whoa.
Because it is too dangerous to have a like that in my circle.
The person Cenat was referring to in this clip was his once close friend, Bruce Dropemoff. Both accused one another of being fake.
Hey, we starting off crazy. We starting off with that pressure. Yo.
And neither wanted to patch things up.
That it was said. And me, I'm telling you, I don't take back any of the things that I said. Me personally. And that's not me being...
Hey, that's that pride right there.
Oh, that's not me trying to be boastful. That's just me being a grown-ass man.
And the saddest part of all that is that their mutual friend, Your Rage, was caught right in the middle.
Oh, Bruce.
This is a falling out that seems beyond repair, but the reason why fans have been begging for them to reunite is because of the sense of what was being lost.
Hey, man.
In 2022, Kai, Bruce, and Your Rage were part of an iconic streaming group known as DYK and had their own streams together called Boys Nights.
Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and joke around like I even watched these niggas around this time, because I didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I do remember seeing like clips or probably even a few videos at the time of like just them three. But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I actually knew what it is or what was going on.
First of all, how's everybody been? You know, I know y'all linked up.
Like, it sounds like he's on a podcast,
Bro, it
bro.
sounds so good, bro. Is it new? Is that a new one?
Yeah, it's a new mic. It's a new mic.
These streams became legendary for the chemistry between the three. But towards the end of 2022, DYK and Boys Night began to fizzle out. Kai and Rage had busier schedules, and Bruce had taken a break from streaming. This is what seems to have happened, but it would later be revealed that there was much more to the story. In 2023, Kick became a major disruptor in the streaming world and was offering incredibly lucrative contracts for streamers to jump ship from Twitch onto their platform.
Kick is just got a major effect on all types of like events in streaming history. That's crazy. Like any drama that's been going on, Twitch has some involvement. I mean, not Twitch. Kick has some involvement with it. Like, have y'all noticed that, or is that just me? Maybe I'm
Boss
tripping.
and XQC, Bruce was one of their biggest signings. What made Kick so disruptive was that their streamers were encouraged to troll other streamers for staying on Twitch, which led to the situation where Bruce was trolling Kai.
If you know Bruce, you know
That was a thing that they were making people do. It was just making niggas troll Twitch. What that was a motive. That was their marketing tactic that they came up with. I don't know if that worked. I don't know if we can say that worked.
trolls, right? He trolls a lot, right? And he made a tweet saying like I was on some like masa please no, right? Because I don't want to leave Twitch, like, or I don't want. I'm on Twitch. I'm a streamer on Twitch still.
This was some light trolling on Kai, but then Bruce took things to a much higher level.
Then he photoshopped me being a cotton field.
Hey, yo, hold on a second. Whoa. Hey, I don't care what type of fan, I don't care how big of a fan you are of this nigga or whoever. That is insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is insane. And just why? Like, bro, what?
Me in a cotton field with the Twitch CEO with like a whip in his hand.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not. Y'all Bruce drop 'em off fans got some explaining to do for that one. I'm not gonna lie, y'all got some explaining to do for that one. That's crazy.
I'm saying, I'm like, you know what? He trolling once again, and I'm literally on stream saying like, yo, we're boys. Like, let's chill. Like, you're my friend.
Right.
It shouldn't be any animosity to like. I just didn't understand why was people so worried about me just like
Doing you.
being me. You feel what I'm saying? So it was just on some shit where like I seen those tweets and I was like, okay. And then it just started hitting the fan. Like then shit just started getting to like on some shit like Aiden started making tweets. He started making tweets and they both went live. Then they just started talking about me. But I was like, bro, when niggas made the decisions, I congratulated them. Like literally.
But this wasn't the real root of the problem. In fact, things actually went much deeper. According to Bruce, Kai was using him, and the only time Kai wanted to hang out with Bruce was when they were making content.
Every time you come to me, bro, it is for some content. It's not a friendship. That's not a friendship. We don't have no real talks. You can't, that's not no friendship, bro. That's content. Every time you talk, the boys. Damn, are you okay, bro? Like, you good, bro? You straight? I know this content shit. I know they been on your dick about this. Like, you good? That's how I talk to Rage. So don't send little slick shots about niggas and then congratulate them and then want to do content after that. That's not how it work, bro.
And these comments really got to Kai.
And it broke my heart, bro. I ain't keep it a stack, bro. Bruce said that we were never friends, and the only time I called him up or quote unquote used him was for content.
All right, so for all my Bruce DropEmOff fans, right, and my Cenat fans, they've been watching them for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna sit here pretending at like that I have, because I haven't. Can you validate any of this shit that Bruce just said? The ones who really been watching, can you actually validate that?
Somebody says that I gotta use somebody else for content. It's like, come on, let's be real, bro. I don't even like to use. I just like to see people like get uplifted and stuff. Me, Rage, and Bruce had this thing called like DYK. We have this whole boy. It's pretty lit. So when he said that, I was like, damn.
Kai explained that,
And that's another thing too. It's very interesting for the fact that he said that they were never friends and they had a whole friend group get together. That doesn't even make sense. So what was really going on during those times? What was actually happening? What was really going on? Was that just a content experience where we just using each other? Was you just using me? You know what I'm saying? Or what was really happening right there? You feel me?
had been pressing to get the boys' nights going back together in the group chat, but was also texting Bruce individually about how he was doing too.
So then after I was like, okay, the only time I hit up the boys and for content we gotta do is in the group chat that says the boys, and we haven't did it in 6 months. So I be trying to get people amped up again to get excited, and the support and love it. Then I went to our personal text messages. It's a whole different story. Like, bro, like I'm either texting him to see how he's doing all the time, or showing him things that's new in life, or like we're just chopping it up on some real. So when he said that, I was like, damn, bro, like it kind of messed me up. You feel me? And then after that, I kind of brushed it off and I was like, yo, it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no quote unquote beef with nobody. It's just also where it's like, okay, this is how people feel. So I just gotta just right now, just chill right now, like that.
And Bruce responded to these comments on his own stream.
Ain't no problem on my end. It never was a problem. I felt the way at the time. We talk, whether we talk off stream, y'all will never know. But obviously, if niggas is able to get in the, you don't need to know. You know, it's not that, it never was that deep.
The allegation was that Kai was a fake, but in October, a series of text messages from Bruce were leaked, which showed that it may have been the other way around. On October 11, 2023, a Twitter user by the name of Please Help Cardi shared a series of screenshots of text between BruceDropEmOff and one of his moderators, and this showed him bad-mouthing a lot of his friends. Speaking about Kai's upcoming movie, Bruce messaged, "Now people want to go into acting like ain't been acting. I don't care. Kai, you, on God, I'm not watching that trash. Man, though."
Damn.
Then Bruce used a slur to refer to Yachty and wrote, "Yachty a maggot too. He called me when they dropped it to ask me to be on it. Friday." Bruce's central point was that he felt that other streamers were desperate to stay relevant. And one of the biggest issues was when Bruce planned on live streaming a trip to Japan, and lo and behold, Kai and Speed had planned a trip to Japan on the exact same dates. As well as, quote, stealing this idea to go to Japan, Kai also supposedly stole Bruce's idea to play CSGO, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, on his stream. Bruce told his mod, "Remove every post talking about Aiden, Cheezer, them lame. That ish Speed showed it all. MFs is about to do the craziest stuff to stay relevant. Now Kai is playing CS. LOL. People are D-riders. Yo, not gonna lie, check my invite." The Japan trip could have just been a coincidence, not to mention Japan is one of the most popular.
I was about to say, it definitely could have just been a coincidence that all of them were going to Japan and shit, but hey.
Travel destinations. But Bruce had asked Your Rage to come along, and there's a screenshot of Bruce asking Rage, whose real name is Joshua in this, about the trip to Japan and the possible dates. Bruce messaged one of his mods, "Guess who I asked? Tuesday. I don't think y'all are catching it. I had to push my stuff back 2 weeks," my manager said. "But now I don't want to do it because I was booked. That we had planned. Now I want to see them dudes there and beat on them." Like, bro, the same dates? So clearly Bruce had issues with Kai, but did not have the courtesy to confront him about these things. Kai soon jumped on stream to address the allegations. The first thing Kai addressed was the relatively harmless issue of playing Counter-Strike on his stream.
CS. First of all, I'm not even good at that fucking game. That's fucking trash. I went on there literally to gamble and open cases like my chat wanted me to do, okay? Alright? Second of all of that, why the is niggas going in a group chat and saying little shit like that about me though? I'm not even worried about. Why the are you even saying that? Like, that is on some like girl type, petty type. Like, I don't know when to start doing that, but that's not even cool. Especially coming from a who keep talking about some, bro, if I got a problem with anybody, I'll call them. I'll ring their phone up. Especially coming from that type, bro. Then there's more screenshots of so like basically shitting on what I had going on with the acting. Gonna say now want to go into acting like they ain't been acting this whole time.
Then Kai revealed that Bruce had apologized to him before, but this apology now looked incredibly insincere and might have something to do with the many career benefits of being friends with Kai Cenat, who was rapidly blowing up at the time.
I literally texted today, I texted him today, and this is two different personalities when it comes to sparking up a stream and it comes to real life. Y'all already know that weird.
It sound like he putting on for the camera. That's what it sound like, man. Hey, we don't know Bruce outside of just, you know what I'm saying, the screen. We don't know him outside of that. You feel me? But this nigga does. You know what I'm saying? They had those conversations. They get to talk to each other and all that. Outside of all this, you feel me? So I feel like it goes without saying, Kai definitely knows this nigga better than we do. So if this nigga does act different, if anybody can tell if he acting different on camera or not, it's definitely him.
He tried to do before with the whole little Kai is fake, this and the third, which was not true at all. And I played it very mature, I didn't address it. I didn't try to feed into it. I let him be. I let him rock. I played that very mature, bro. I played that very mature. I hit him up. I let him know, like, what's up? Like, yo, bro, you said this, cool. I played it very mature, right? The shit that's killing me, though, chat, this is saying all this shit after the done text me a whole essay.
Damn.
Essay apologize.
Damn. Bruh, that's crazy. That's paragraphs on paragraphs on paragraphs. Damn. Yeah, he wrote that nigga a thesis.
What really upset Kai was the clip from earlier. When Bruce spoke to his fans about Kai, he refused to let them know if he apologized. Kai saw this at the time.
I'm not gonna lie. At that point, we should have just got on the phone. Because ain't no way you had the time to text all that.
And gave Bruce the benefit of the doubt. But looking back now, this was a massive red flag.
I have a whole essay of him apologizing, and his pride is so big that he wouldn't go on stream and say, "Oh yeah, I apologize to Kai." If you watch Bruce, he'll say, "Y'all don't gotta know if y'all apologize or not."
Bruce also tried to say that these comments were made when he was beefing with DDG, who was friends with Kai, but Kai pointed out that this timeline didn't add up.
Then after I gave him the benefit of the doubt and I said, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I really didn't expect that from you, and I really appreciate you, and whatever you need, I'm here. I'll be cool. It was never no beef." And he says that, then still goes into a DM and say that, bro. How the you do that? Like, how the you do that? I don't understand it. Then I spoke to him today. He hit me up and said, "Yo, bro, if you free to talk, let me know. I know you seen things that were said, and I've never hit you." I said, not gonna lie, bro. That's the craziest shit. I don't know what type of animosity you got towards, but that shit ain't cool. And he said, "I understand."
Yeah, that's weird behavior right there, man.
etc., trying to mix up some shit, telling me that this happened at the time him and DDG was doing his little beef. Those screenshots are literally after.
In the end, Kai basically told him to go to therapy and that he didn't want to be his friend anymore.
And I don't want to be your friend no more. I don't want to do with you no more. I don't want to be associated with you no more. I don't give a what you got going on. Because it is too dangerous to have a like that in my circle.
These messages broke any sense of trust Kai had with.
And you know what? That's completely valid. That's understandable. Especially with the, acting one way in front of the camera and then saying something different and acting a whole different way off camera and all that. That is 100% valid. Regardless of whose side you on or anything like that, like you can't invalidate that. You know those niggas that act different around certain groups of people and all that, but when it's just y'all, you know what I'm saying, they a completely different person. Those be the worst type of niggas too, cause yeah, you can't trust niggas like that.
And broke things beyond repair. But right in the middle of this drama was the third member of DYK, Your Rage.
Oh, Bruce.
Now it's all making sense to how all three of them were connected into this. Okay.
Your Rage aired his thoughts out on what happened, and because he was so much closer to Bruce than Kai was, he gave a much deeper insight into what Bruce is like and what actually went wrong.
Okay.
The first thing Your Rage went on to say was that this was nothing new and how Bruce is.
Like, it's not new to me. It's Bruce. Bruce talk, but I ain't think he'll talk on me, cause I ain't never talked shit on this in my life.
Hey man, I look, if the three of y'all are supposed to be a trio, you know what I'm saying? The way I see it is, if I got a friend group, supposedly, if that one friend is willing to do it to another friend, I don't put it past them to not do it to me too. You know what I'm saying? I would not put it past them to not do it to me too. Especially if they're okay doing it openly to everybody else.
In my life! But we gonna get into that.
Then Your Rage addressed the Japan trip and the allegation that Rage got the idea from Bruce and gave it to Kai.
He told Bruce, I don't know if you got brain rot or some shit, man. I know you think everybody's trying to copy you. Like you don't understand. Like, he doesn't believe in coincidences. He doesn't believe in influences. Everybody's just trying to copy him. Everybody's just watching him to copy his. And no fucking streamer better call me during the stream. I'm not answering the phone.
And rather interestingly, Rage revealed that Kai was originally pushing Your Rage and Bruce to go to Japan.
The Japan was a boys thing, chat. It was a boys thing. It was a thing the boys were supposed to do. Kai was the one always on it. Yo, when are we doing it? 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 To the point where it was like last year in March, April, Kai's like, yo, what's going on? Like, yo, if we ain't gonna do this, I'm gonna just go myself type. Kai created his Japan idea. He invited me, but I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go if Bruce can't go. I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? If Bruce not gonna go, I ain't gonna pull out. I don't want it to be weird. I ain't doing it. And then Bruce invited me to Japan, and I couldn't. I had contractual obligations. I had streams to do and ads. I already signed papers. I couldn't go.
And this was the same situation with Counter-Strike.
Bro, Bruce. CSGO was a boys' night idea. We were gonna play CSGO on stream.
Damn, bro. It's like the more that they keep talking, it's like everything that Bruce was saying just keeps getting debunked. Like it's not looking good right now. This is why it's important to get all the details to this shit, cause had I just did like one reaction to like one of these niggas or just one side and all that, then not only would I not have the whole picture, I'll have niggas coming at me and shit. But now we get to see the full picture.
Fell out. So I went to Kai with this CSGO. Cause I seen a screenshot about CSGO. I'm like, yo, I want a video first time playing CSGO. And I'll never play it again. That's literally what we did. I said, let's play CSGO. We played it and we never played it again.
All right, y'all, we are back. You know, my camera be overheating and shit like that. Hey, subscribe to the video and like the video so your boy can, you know, get a better, more efficient setup so shit like this don't happen. You feel me? All right.
God copying this, bro. That's not what that was, my boy. That's not what the that was, gang.
Rage also said that he had been having deep conversations with Bruce where they would vent out their frustrations about other people, and Rage was usually able to calm him down or talk him out of this very negative thinking pattern.
Perspective and shit. I was hearing this perspective and I understood where he was coming from sometimes, but obviously sometimes he was tripping. So I'll be like, yo, maybe they did this because this, down, and third. Maybe this is not actually copying this, down, and third. And so by the end of the conversation, he'd be cool. He'd be cool. Like, he'd be...
Rage then revealed what really happened to DYK and Boys Nights.
In December. It was cool. But it was like a month without a boys' night type. You know how we are on stream? Me and Kai be trolling and... Bruce don't fuck with us no more. He Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? He don't fuck with us type shit like... You feel me? Abdi made it into a video talking about some... DYK over? Right? December of 2022, yes. Not 10 minutes after that's posted, I open my group chat. This has never happened before. We've never got into nothing. This is blacking on me. Bruce is calling me all type of laggots, all type of hoes, all type of idiots, all type of clout, all type. I'm like,
he ain't even, damn, you ain't even try to have a real conversation. You just popped off. Like, that's what we doing? Like, you ain't even try to consolidate. We just automatically choose violence. Damn, this nigga's a hothead.
Trying to talk gangster? Like, what the f? Who the f is you talking? Like, what? Me? The nigga you talk to about everything that I...
This goes back to what I just said earlier, bro. If he's willing to do it to the other friends in the group, I wouldn't put it past him to do it to me too. I wouldn't.
I understand, like, me.
Rage and Bruce patched things up, but were not as close as before. So instead of venting his issues with Rage, Bruce started venting issues with his mods and the people he barely knew. And because they were his mods, they would pretty much validate everything he said and didn't challenge him.
A bunch of yes, man. That shit lame, bro.
Anything.
When I get a real community, y'all better not ever be yes, man. Y'all better not ever be yes, man towards me. Ever. If I'm wrong, motherfucker, you tell me. Like, I'm so serious. If I did some wrong shit, tell me. Like, if I truly for sure did something wrong, tell me.
We talked it out, everything was cool, but I don't know, naturally we kind of like moved. we kind of like we kind of stopped calling as much. Not intentionally. It's not like, oh, I ain't talking to that no more. It's just after that situation, we went a few months just kind of backed up a little bit.
The energy's off now, so
it wasn't
y'all gotta cool off from each other.
Not until like around kick time, he's asking me, yo, what you doing? You gonna sign the contract like that? And that's when we kind of started talking a little bit more and shit. But I don't know if during that time he started venting to his mods or something.
But while all of this drama was unfolding, the internet hadn't heard much from Bruce, but eventually he broke his silence.
I'm not mad at it, you know. Those messages were me. Indeed were me. I take full accountability for all of those. I don't know, some of those might be photoshopped now by now, but majority of that was 100% me. And, you know, hurt people and say hurtful things. And at the time of those things where they were said, I can definitely say from the actions of other people behind closed doors, I was hurt, you know? So, and that doesn't validate the things that I said, because I don't need to validate any of those things, because they are old things that were said. If you can match the, you know, the context up with the dates and everything and how I was talking, I think majority of them shits was like 2 months ago, summertime, but that doesn't change the fact that it was said. And me, I'm telling you, I don't take back any of the things that I said. Me personally. What's done in the dark shall come to the light, and that's just not for me. And when it comes to the light, you better, you feel me, be here to stand on it. Have faith behind God, because no matter what, this could happen to anybody. And if it
I mean, yeah, but if you wrong and like you said some fucked up shit, bro, you can take accountability, admit that you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean you're not standing on it.
one of you, I know damn for sure it's gonna look worse than what I was saying.
Bruce took accountability for what was said, but stopped short of taking back what he said.
And that's not me being that's not me trying to be boastful. That's just me being a grown man. And I said those things. I said some of those things to those people off of the internet, so it's no different.
Bruce then addressed the idea that he might have,
and I can understand his mindset behind that. I mean, what's already said has already been said, so you can't really take back what you already done said. You feel me? So, hey.
mental health problems.
Am I mentally okay? Let me tell you something, y'all. When you close that app and realize that don't affect your day-to-day life unless you let it, that doesn't get to me in the slightest.
But given what Rage said about him earlier, it was clear that he had some sort of problem with paranoia or negative thinking patterns. Bruce, however, did apologize to his fans, DEO.
I apologize. I already did apologize. I'm more so apologizing to my core community, because I know y'all sick and tired of defending this fat nose. You feel me?
In the aftermath, Kai and Bruce went their separate ways. Since then, Kai has built a multi-9-figure brand.
Yeah,
even if they had remained friends, it would still be risky for Kai to have been publicly associated with Bruce, given Bruce's tendency to speak without much of a filter. In February of 2024, Kai had a slightly embarrassing experience where he accidentally followed Bruce, but then immediately unfollowed him.
Why'd you follow Bruce and unfollow him?
Bro, okay, hold the phone, buddy. So boom, I'm on my mother phone, right? And I see that on Twitter, right? Bro, I went to go check that bitch. I didn't follow him. I never purposely followed him.
You know what's crazy? I know that's facts. You know, this niggas have
it don't make sense. It don't make sense.
So this is exactly what happened. You were stalking at this page. You accidentally followed him.
No.
Yes,
No.
You accidentally followed him.
No. I was on somebody's page that was following him. You know how it pops up on the bottom where it says suggested?
I don't be on Twitter, so I can't validate whether or not this nigga capping or not.
That's what happened. On my life.
So he followed you back, yes or no?
Yeah, I seen that he followed me back. I seen it. It's like, oh my god, he's back.
Did you feel like having to unfollow after that?
No.
Oh, okay.
And in June, Kai was pressed by his own fans to patch things up with Bruce.
Okay, bro, let me tell you something. Chat, this is what I be talking about. I don't talk about certain situations because in my real life, I've went through it and I've made the smart decision on making my circle the way it's supposed to be. You guys are too invested and it's crazy. It's so bad. It's actually bad. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You feel what I'm saying? We got to work this year. We got so much shit I gotta do. Can we please just stop? Like, it's so bad, bro. It's like,
Yeah, man, the smaller your circle is, the less problems that you gonna have, bro. The bigger your circle is, the more friends, quote unquote, that you have, the more problems. You better off keeping your circle, your group of people that you cool with. Keep them ones, them individuals around you. You know what I'm saying? The rest, they extras, bro. They just associates. You don't need all that. You don't.
It's forced. It's actually forced. I haven't spoken the situation since I spoke on the situation. Let that sink in.
And even as recent as Mafiathon 3, Your Rage and Kai were flying together in a helicopter across Los Angeles, and there was a sense that someone was missing from this trip. Suddenly, Your Rage turned to the camera.
You gotta forgive people. Yeah. Especially the older you get.
Especially the older you get.
Realize people make mistakes sometimes. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
We gotta learn how to forgive.
Yo, bro. It's never that serious, bro. It's never that serious, bro.
For Bruce and Kai, life just moved on for both of them. The good news is that Rage and Bruce recently reunited on stream.
Mad. Yo, this is mad.
Who's who the is who's mad? Yo, nah. No. That's not gay. That's not.
But on another recent stream, there was a refreshing moment of sincerity from Bruce where he talked about what they achieved together.
Shout out KC, bro.
Thank you for being here, Bruce.
Doing his thing, bro. Love.
Have no sex with Protect.
Shout out Rage. Fact. Shout out everybody, bro.
100 emoji.
I love everybody. I'm not even joking. I always had love for them boys.
Bruce.
Like literally, like we created history, bro. Like no cap. 3 black content creators coming together. You know how powerful that is? Genuinely speaking from the heart.
Yo, Bruce.
Not even joking.
So while Kai is unlikely to ever become friends with BruceDropEmOff again, at least Your Rage has been able to patch things up, and we can...
Hey, Rage and Bruce is good with each other, man. Hey, congrats to them. As far as for him and Kai, though, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, people just grow apart from each other. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose friends along the way to the top, man. It's a part of the journey, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And yeah, man, I'll see you on the next one.
Hey, hold on now. Before you leave, like the video, subscribe. Thank you.
Ain't never seen tears from a gangster, so why the world want me to cry? Fighting depression, talk to them spirits, use them judges that help me get by. But I cannot lie, that she hurt me bad when I got that car, told me you died. Like how the fuck can they take you? Man, I hope I wake up, it's a lie. Couldn't walk to that hearse car, I remember the words and I remember the look in your eyes.